Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Rockets. For the Timberwolves, the ranked 6th in the Western Conference. Maybe not a title contender, but absolutely one of the better teams in the league. Rockets, Timberwolves. Coming up next, right after this. Here's the starting group for Houston. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Shepherd out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Smith missing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Left side, Edwards. That one drops for him. Hey, Doris, I know you love this matchup tonight, featuring 2 fierce defenses going head-to-head.
Each of these teams do 2 things. They play with passion and constant effort, but more importantly, they are not afraid to get chippy.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. I caught up with the Timberwolves head coach. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Oh, here's Edwards. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. McDaniels with the ball. Şengün covering. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Smith. There's the drive. And Smith with the stuff.
And I like this play by Smith, leaping up off the drive to hand-deliver it to the basket.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's Thompson. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Durant against McDaniel. Rocket 6. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the shot goes in.
One thing Shepherd brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Minnesota. Durant, the pass to Smith. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 7. Here's Edwards. Here's Randall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Shepard. Now, here's Dosunmu. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Island with it. He's covered by Thompson. Up again. Here's Anderson. Pass to Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark. Houston leading by 5. There's Green with the 3. Another shot out left to the wing. For 3, Okogie. Here's Capella. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And Anderson has it in the corner. Island with it, picked up by Thompson. Reed in the post. Capella's there. Reed gets the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Eason. Rebound, Minnesota. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Now here's Thompson. A good portion of his scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Clark with a wide-open look. Here's Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for the Rockets. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dosunmu is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Minnesota making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Houston.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Houston in the lead. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Island against Holiday. Outside, Green. Bounce pass, Holiday. Eason down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Edwards has come in for Highland. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Aaron Holiday. Randall passes to Shannon. Back to Randall. It's stolen by Green. Here's Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And then Randall scores it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. You can't get it to go. Reed with the defensive effort.
And gotta like what they've been doing.
Oh, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Oh, give me a little watches Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
Houston making some changes. Jabari Smith comes in for Green, and Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Thompson from long range. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Randall. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. McDaniels against Durant. Shot clock at 6. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Şengün passes to Shepard. Now Thompson. Edwards defending. Here's Şengün. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Solid defense there. You are just trying to make an interior shot a difficult shot, and that's what happened.
Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Here's KD. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring? They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Amen Thompson. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Shepard, the pass to Smith. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards looking it over. Reid with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reid. It's stolen by Shepard. And they're moving it up the floor. Goes up, and then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
McDaniels outside. Outside Edwards. With 4 seconds on the clock. Edwards through the physical coverage.
Yeah, terrific work in the 2-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He finishes. Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Houston Rockets. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at the Rockets. A perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Shepherd in at the point guard position. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Gobert with a screen on Şengün. Randall passes to Gobert. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Smith. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
So many ways Smith can hurt you, really showing us all what he's capable of.
To the paint. Here's Randall. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
At this point, you have to think Durant's going to go down as one of the all-time great offensive players. He is on a very short list.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
Up top, Randall, covered by Smith. McDaniels outside. Just 5 on the clock. Count the basket and the foul. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Shepherd, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And there it is for him. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Rockets trail by 8. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a 3-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
The Rockets with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Randall passes to McDaniels. With the drive, and he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
That's about moving downhill with purpose. McDaniels puts it on the floor and makes the drive work.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Kevin, back to you.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Thompson against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Back to DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith left side. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Off target with his three. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his fourth rebound in this one. Thompson finds Şengün. Stolen by McDaniels. Randall passes to Gobert. McDaniels outside. Timberwolves passing it around. Oh, what a fast break for the Rockets. Durant wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. And stolen by Thompson. Look from Durant. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. He gets it in there. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's a Kogi. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
How about the athleticism of Josh Okogie on that dunk? Wow, that's eye-popping.
Now, here's Dosunmu. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Highland is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Clark in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for Şengün.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Randall against Green. Randall passes to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Into the lane.
Wow, that explosive first step. Josh Okogie sees a driving lane and says, yes, sir, I'm finishing this one.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Right side, Reed. Great defense that time from Şengün. To the inside. It's intercepted. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Dosunmu, shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Houston. Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Edwards finds Randall. Now, here's Dosunmu. Pass to Highland. And here's Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. On the clock. Over Eason. Edwards can't hit. Rockets trail by 3. Durant in the corner. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Eason. Edwards no good. Durant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Here's Highland. Edwards inside. Eason on him. Cleared away by Eason.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
That one is good.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. And then for Houston, Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Jory Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
That free throw good from Randle. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Şengün. Now Thompson. Now Şengün. Oh, what a finish!
Owning the moment. Şengün gets those much-needed points.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now Edwards shoots it up. Smith there for the rebound. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Beyond the arc. No good there.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Timberwolves shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. No good from 3. Outside, Smith. Thompson outside. The 3 is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Puts up the 3, and there's the 3.
DiVincenzo is fearless. I don't care what time of the game it is. Big bucket to be had. Yes, sir.
Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And how about Reed Shepard staying calm and looking like a vet out there?
DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. Outside Edwards. Now McDaniel. And the 3 misses. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. And it's off. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Smith. Oh, the slam dunk.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now Randle. Now Gobert. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a...
Oh, he nailed it!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForge.